There is nothing more cringe than having to explain a joke. And I'm sure many of you guys know what I'm talking about. You know, when you're in like a social occasion, you or your friend tells a joke, but someone in the group doesn't get it. So then you have to like break it down systematically. And by the time you've explained it, it's not even funny anymore. Well, that's basically what I'm gonna have to do in today's video because look, 99% of you who saw this video that I made understood the assignment, understood that it was a joke, it was a comedic bit, it was a parody, it was a skit. But there was like a vocal extreme minority of people out there who didn't get it. So now I'm gonna have to make this video explaining myself because some of you have started to go insane thinking that I'm actually a predator, which is hilarious. I never thought in 8 years of doing YouTube I'd even have to make this video, but here it is, I suppose. But to give you some context, we're gonna have to go back about a week and a half ago where I made this YouTube short called Plenty of Consent. I posted it on TikTok and Instagram, on my YouTube shorts, it went viral. I've done a few of these, and to give you an idea, this is a parody of a guy called Sam's Taylor, who's one of my favorite upcoming social media influencers. He runs a menswear store in Hong Kong called Sam's Taylor, Rashan. He gets his clients, makes suits for them, and then shows off the suits that he tailors for them in his own very charismatic, zesty, funny, bubbly fashion. He gets up and close with the clients, everyone has a good time, he says all sorts of things, really out there stuff.
Little Chinese boys don't even want a suit from me. They just want to be violated by me. Absolutely violated.
But it is a joke and it's for comedic intent, all right? That's how he's gotten so much attention. So I love this guy. I'm a big fan of him. In fact, I'm actually going to Hong Kong like later this year or next year where I'm going to be collaborating with him and he's going to make me a Jojo ASMR suit. Isn't that crazy? It's besides the point. So I made a parody of this and it went viral all over Instagram, all over YouTube, and I made a second part called Plenty of Consent. So this is that TikTok for context so we can watch it together so you can understand what I'm talking about. I am going to penetrate and molest this young Thai boy. How old are you, young man?
14,
Say that again for the camera.
21.
Plenty of consent. Come closer. 2 buttons, 2 Sony buttons, my dot hand needle and thread pick stitching everywhere. Bruschetta best pocket with a curve and kick. Look at the peak of my pocket square in there. My signature pockets, kissing ticket pockets, slanted pockets, big stitch pockets, fully lined pockets, a fully functional cuff, overlapping buttons, and turn around. This young Thai boy is absolutely gift wrapped in my 4D fit. But the best part are his assets. Look at these gigantic, gorgeous assets. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Are you happy, young man? This video was received very positively. 99% of likes to dislikes. People loved it. People understood that it was a joke, that it was a comedic bit. However, some of you out there apparently suffer from a bad case of mushy brain syndrome. Some people have rocks in their head and thought that this was genuinely serious. My mates and I, who we filmed the video with, were dying laughing that there are people in the comments saying, oh my gosh, Jojo's an actual predator. He's just ousted himself. It's like, oh my gosh, the fact that I'm even having to make this video is hilarious. That guy in the video is obviously of age. The guy in my previous video is my best mate from university. Like, this is ridiculous. The fact I'm having to come on here and the fact that there are people who are so stupid, frankly, that didn't get that this was a joke. Now, even if you did know that this was a joke, some people didn't find this particularly funny. And that's fine. You know, comedy is subjective. What's funny to you might not be funny to me, and what's funny to me might not be funny to you. You might have thought that this video was distasteful, that it wasn't very funny, that it was weird, that it was sus, and that's fair enough. But it was a joke. Obviously, it is not real or serious, and doesn't highlight some underlying predatory nature that I have, which the fact that people would even think that is so funny. Because even if I, like, look, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. Don't you think if someone was a predator, they would try to keep it on the DL and not be like, I'm going to penetrate and molest this young Thai boy? You would think that they would obviously not want you to know that, right? It's so, I thought that the humor was so outrageous and stupid that people would obviously know instantly that it's a joke. And most people did. 99% of people did. But you know who was in the 1% of people who didn't get the joke and thought that this was outright serious and me ousting and exposing myself as a predator? Ghetto ASMR, our favorite ASMR anime villain. I'm not even going to put this guy's name in my title or his face in the thumbnail of this video because the guy is small potatoes. He's just not even worth it at this point. To be honest, I completely forgot he existed. It's been like 8 months since I last talked about this guy, but apparently this guy talks about me every single minute of his life as I live rent-free in his head. Every single time he live streams on TikTok, he complains and just shouts about how I took away his girls, or that how I'm some negative troll sitting in a Discord server with bot accounts. It's crazy.
Jojo ASMR's been projecting on me for years, yet in his recent video, he's 24 and he's hanging out with a 14-year-old saying how he's going to penetrate and molest him. Yet he was projecting onto me for years. He was going into his Discords, messing with people, and then trying to tell them to talk to me so he wouldn't, like, do something bad, like expose them or some bullshit. Like, Jojo's disgusting, ugly ass.
Isn't this the richest, most ironic thing you've ever seen before? I mean, send the pot to the kettle. Aren't you the guy who was literally texting 16-year-olds saying that your seed could cure another girl's depression, that you wanted to engage in sexual acts with a 17-year-old person interstate? That you were harassing and messaging every female on your Discord, that you sent an unlisted YouTube link of you jerking yourself off to another person and then got banned off of YouTube. This is the guy that's calling, you know that Spider-Man meme? That's literally what that is. He's trying to make like 35 YouTube accounts coming back, but he's permanently banned and they all just get terminated. Which I told him that was literally what was going to happen. Like, the guy is permanently banned. YouTube is always going to ban his channels. So, frankly, Dorian Brent Foyle, what you actually are, candidly speaking, and I would happily say this to your face, you are an unintelligent, uninspiring, foulish-smelling 31-year-old narcissistic pedophile. You have virtually no aspiring qualities to your character. You have no redeeming things about your personality. I can't even name one good thing you offer to the table. To do so would require me to bang my head against this concrete wall for hours on end, and even then I couldn't muster a single positive thing about your character. You say and threaten people at physical violence all the time when you can't even do a proper push-up, mate. You complain how your life has been so difficult and so hard when you live in a first world developed country with a roof over your head, living at 31 years of age with your mum. You're a moron and you're unfit to be on the internet. You're incapable of going 3 minutes on live stream without having a mental breakdown and accusing everyone else except for yourself for everything that happens in your life. Frankly, I'm surprised that government officials haven't knocked your door down to institutionalize yourself, because frankly you belong in a mental asylum. You're just unfit. Frankly speaking, you should seek therapy, seriously. It is honestly in your best interest to permanently log off the internet and never return. Honestly, for your own mental clarity and health. Some people just aren't fit to be on the internet, and clearly you have demonstrated to be one of these people. Like, seriously, you should go get help. For your sake, and for everyone around you, because you're just going to keep hurting people around you at this point. Even if you may be mentally compromised, it doesn't excuse or justify any of the things that you say to me or people online. There's only so far one can, claim mental asylum. Anyway, but that's the video. I actually had to explain the joke to some of you guys, but thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye!
I don't like Jojo ASMR at all.
Do come out 1 second. Anyone stand a chance?
He owes me millions and he deserves to be banned forever. That's what's gonna happen, right?